guys, Joe Blue here. Got a
And his trusty sidekick, I can do better, because I can, and let me show you why. Now, this here is not another one on this video. It's actually on the comments, proving that Joe Blue does not care about any logical reason that contradicts what he's saying. What do I mean? This Kasai 14. That's not a cheat, mate. It's a driver issue. I have had English that happened for years. You check your drivers and update them. Should fix it. That is a very calm and very generous information to be giving. A driver issue, and how does Joe Blue react? A driver issue that affects two people around the same moment. You don't know specifically that your cousin was affected. He could simply also just agree to not listen to your whining all the time. That's also a plausible reason. Unless you were sitting directly next to him and could see it happen, which you didn't, according to your reaction in the video. That has only happened twice in 1,000 hours, both a week apart from each other. Only happens in critical moments that cause me to lose. Can simply just be a coincidence. I don't think so. Doesn't matter what you think, Joe. Your thoughts on the matter does not dictate whether or not it's a fact. Yeah, why not? Driver issue or processes conflicting with each other can happen on two machines at the same time. It's not the only reason that could happen. GPU failure, overheat, a program in conflict with your keyboard driver tapping out your game isn't something unrealistic to happen. Lol, stop talking out your ass. See, every single time someone comes with logic that conflicts what Joe is saying, he's directly sorting to, you're talking nonsense. You don't agree with me, so you're talking nonsense. Like, why? Just because you don't agree with it, Joe, then everyone else is talking nonsense? Bro, I'm working with computers and IT security for 15 plus years now. If someone hacked your PC to the point of controlling it like that, they would do a lot more than just ruining your game. They would hold your information at ransom. Literally, that's what happened. That's what's happening to people when their computer is blocked or hacked. They can even share your information to other companies, so they can hold your information for ransom, and the person will just keep gaining money from your information being spread out. So can your 15 plus years of experience explain what happened? You're the professional, right? Just did, Joe. He just did. Like, literally. I did in a previous comment. The only thing that could have happened is a conflict with a game or a driver issue, unverified files, graphics driver, keyboard, mouse driver, CPU drivers. There are a lot of things that can, in the driver sense, that can go wrong. Steam drivers, a lot of things. Anything else would require you to have downloaded something you shouldn't have. Would not surprise me if it actually ended up happening. Someone physically accessing your PC. This here is basically fat fingering. Or someone actually having access to Joe's PC when he was not there. And again, so you're the irrational person who believes in statistical improbabilities. Joe, there is absolutely nothing in your video here other than yourself saying...
Go on.
You're saying here, you're going to a desktop.
No, no reason.
Oh, no way. He's got him up.
I'm going back. My game's crashed. I'm going like 1.
You're even responding with, I'm going back. My game's crashed. If your game crashed, you would not have gotten into the game that fast, because then it would have shut down. That's a crash. Like, words have power. Words have meaning, Joe.
Go on. Oh,
I'm fucking. I'm
no.
for no reason.
Oh, no way.
I'm lagging for no reason. What? If you're lagging for no reason, Joe, then why here?
He's got him up.
I'm going back.
I'm going back. Why would you go back to the desktop if you previously just were lagging for no reason? Like, it doesn't add up. And your cousin over here did not even mention he also did it. That's why this here is a sign he does not want to hear your whining about it.
Why am I going to fucking desktop, mate?
And you're taking it so calmly. So it makes it look like you were doing it on purpose.
Oh, so it's taken over
Yeah,
my
mine
computer
just
again.
did that.
And your cousin doesn't want to hear you say continue whining about it because you have nothing to justify in front of him. That's why he's saying, yeah, mine also just did that.
No, mine just went to death.
Like, there is absolutely nothing you should be justifying in front of him. The facts support an intelligence making it happen in a way or another. In one way or another. The intelligence making it happen could simply be you fat-fingering Joe. There is no evidence whatsoever someone is on your computer. If they were having access to your computer, it would not just happen once or twice a week in the time you have played. Unless you can prove that someone actually did it, I'll believe my own experience with that. Even though it flies in the face of actual facts, there is nothing factual about just showing a laggy clip. Absolutely nothing factual when showing a laggy clip and claiming someone took over your computer. That's absolutely nothing factual whatsoever. Your way of thinking is irrational, mate. There's no such thing as a cheat that can tap out your machine. Joe needs to prove there is, because that's what he's claiming. The fact that it happened once or twice doesn't make it a proof that the dude that killed you were cheating. Your argument doesn't make any sense. What's everyone else telling him? Look, mate, I understand. I'm with you. I would have thought something like this wouldn't be possible. It still is not possible, Joe. You have not proven that someone actually took over your computer. You have proven fat-fingering, driver issue. You have proven something was happening on your computer, not that someone took over it. The situation is statistically impossible. Nope. The situation of a driver issue is very likely. Fat-fingering on the Windows key is very likely. Alt-tabbing is very likely. Sticky keys 5 times on shift is very likely if you have not disabled it. Like, the situation is very likely, but the what's it called? Probability of someone taking over your computer is impossible. The situation is statistically impossible. Just think of all the variables. Basically, the accident that happened to 2 people at the same time, basically impossible. Like, Joe is saying what he's claiming is basically impossible. Statistically impossible. And he wants others to believe it? Even if you say that, even if the odds are impossibly low, it's not 0. So there is a world where it happens. And Hunt's anti-cheat isn't as bad as you think. As you think it is, otherwise it wouldn't be used by so many other companies. Hunt is just not doing anything about it to the same extent some of the other companies are. Doesn't matter whatsoever, because this here is irrelevant. That's why I say it's irrational to believe in statistical improbabilities. Yes. It is irrational to believe someone took over your computer and you yourself claims that the situation is statistically impossible. It's a statistical improbability, Joe. And you want others to believe it. Which means you're saying others should believe something irrational. Like, you're exposing yourself as the liar and fraud you are. You have absolutely no idea of what's going on, and you're contradicting yourself time and time and time again. Like, I found this comment here, and with someone, as someone that has experience within IT, yes, this here is far more likely than what Joe has tried making it out to be. Because while it is possible in theory, it's not practically sound to believe in the improbable. Sound to appeal to the improbable. If you do because you don't like alternatives, that's a sign of irrational mind. It's statistically impossible for someone to take over your computer, a client-side takeover through a server, just by a global ping. They can block you out of the server in a quick instant. They can give you a wrong, response from the server that actually ends up crashing your game, which will close the game because a crash makes the game shut down, not just alt-tab. Somebody who would rather believe what they want and not what the facts suggest. You have not shown any facts in the video. You have shown that your opinion needs to be someone is cheating and not just something is wrong with your computer. You are talking as if your opinion is the truth. The person is also highly dogmatic in the view, meaning the person speaks of their personal opinion as though they were unquestionably correct. That is how you're speaking, Joe. You have someone here literally giving you actual evidence, actual factual values that's not me, as you can see, because it's more than a few months old. And now YouTube bugged. Like, you have someone explaining everything to you and you simply just deny it. That is the invincible ignorance fallacy. Invincible ignorance fallacy, also called the argument of pigheadedness. This is a refusal to accept a well-proven argument for one of many reasons related to stubbornness. It can also be the refusal to argue about a claim that one supports. You refuse to believe a well-proven argument with experience in the field because you don't like it, Joe. That's how you conduct your entire channel. Every single one that proves you wrong in every single one of your I caught a cheater video, you are making out as it's a lie because I'm an anti-cheater. And if we just add this part here at the very end, then add on top of that I'm a person who does YouTube content on cheaters. Completely irrelevant, Joe. People are not looking for you, my partner is, are not looking for you in hunt fights just to say, I want to get caught. No, this here is completely irrelevant information while arguing that someone should be cheating. Someone should be hacking you. Like, if this has any relevance, it means that this guy here you're saying is cheating is actually not the one hacking you. And he's not cheating at all. That would mean one of these guys here you're reporting, probably that guy down there, that would mean they are in fact victim of a coincidence that you got hacked the moment you were playing Hunt against this guy here. And nothing else. Adding that information makes it even more statistically improbable. Like, it makes no sense whatsoever. Because the only reason someone could do that, he also explained here. And as I said, this would not have surprised me if it was the case. That you downloaded some faulty software. And this here is what I'm always highlighting towards you, Joe. You don't believe anything anyone that disagrees with you says, regardless of how sound and valid it is. Because your own delusional mind is stuck that everyone who disagrees with you must be a cheater or a cheater defender, regardless how valid their arguments are, because they're not supporting you.